This is Robert Peters, CAO of NDPC. And once again, we've got the renowned Harvard grad, research-based Dr. Peter Finch, really blowing our mind with some of the great initiatives that are going on in this district. If you have not been to West Valley School District, you've got to get out there, because there's some great work that's going all the way from early learning, but particularly we're going to be talking about an innovation center that Peter's doing some great work with. A lot of leaders, a lot of teachers are talking about, how can we begin to be innovative in our district? Y'all listen to this. Peter, talk with us about the innovation center you guys have.
Well, I really think it is easy to start from the ground up. So we have wonderful leadership, wonderful teachers, and they were ready to make this jump to a standards-based, mastery-based system where the kids come in. It's a multi-age cohort that the kids are a part of. So the teachers are working with kids to focus on project-based activities that are aligned to standards, but the kids actually are co-authors with the teacher. They sit down and they talk about a project that they're going to do and how that project is going to meet the standards. And then when the student meets the standard, they get their grade 100% meeting standard, and then they move on to the next standard. But we have it with a career pathway focus. So right now we have 3 pathways and 3 cohorts, and they are health science, computer science, and STEM engineering. Next school year, we're going to add a 4th cohort, which is going to be the robotics and agri-science cohort. And it's just amazing when you walk through this building and the kids are so engaged. The attendance rates are incredible. No kid wants to miss school. They do their cohort for the whole year in the morning with the cohort they've chosen. And then they get to explore with the other cohort in the afternoon. So they also get, the health, if they're doing a computer science in the morning, they get their health science, which means they're going to get their PE and their health and their nutrition and their science with biology. It's all integrated. But we did have, we just opened this year, and we already, within a couple of months, some students in computer science, they won this congressional app challenge. Really? And so our congressman came to visit, and we took him on a tour, and he kept asking, are there any other schools like this? Because it's so amazing to see the integration, the kids working at their own pace, and just the excitement in the classrooms, because kids want to be there. And they are just doing fantastic learning through this project-based, mastery-based system. It's amazing.
Oh, man. If you guys are interested in getting more information about that, please hit us up in the chat below. Because, Peter's doing some excellent work in West Valley. And this could be a these are great innovation ideas that other districts can begin that work. So if you're a teacher, leader, superintendent, you're interested in, you've got some questions, please hit us up in the chat below. We would love to connect you with Peter, as well as other great professionals, superintendents, principals, teachers across the country. Peter,
Robert, if I could just say one more thing.
Sure.
You know what? I really think the best thing about that campus is that no kid is labeled a failure on that campus. No kid gets an F. They keep working through the standards, and then they meet it, they'll move on to the next standard. But there's no place where they're saying you're a failure, you're an F. No place on that campus. They're just working at their pace, and they're working for success.
Right. And that's important, because as kids, one thing you said, you began this conversation by saying, attendance is through the roof, right? Attendance is through the roof because the children are connected to the work. It's relevant. It's relative to what they're doing, and they understand, man, that they're going to be successful in this process, and they got supportive educators and teachers and principals that are going to be helping them through the process. So once again, brother, hey, I want to thank you so much, man, for just giving some great information about the great things that are happening over in West Valley, man. And folks, if you need any additional information, hit us up in the chat. We at NDPC, we got to get you connected. There are great things that are happening across the country. Nashville's happening in June. We're going to be in DC. We've got the NDPC conference forum out in Atlanta. So we are just looking forward to some great opportunities for educators to come together, man. And we'll see you then. All right. Thanks a bunch, Peter. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.